Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be from Home Story Cup. Once again, it's going to be Reynor versus Thermi, or uThermal, depending on your preference, on Cerulean Fall, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner of this fairly small map is the blue Terran player, uThermal from Team Liquid. And in the top right-hand corner is the red Zerg player. It is Reynor. All right, man. Reynor is Italian. I believe he's currently teamless, if I remember what I looked at last time I cast one of his games. But it's going to be a ZVT here. Now, uThermal's really fun to cast because he can go bio. He can go mech. He can go bunker rush. He can go proxy stuff. He's got a lot of different tricks up his sleeve. He doesn't just play the same game every single time. And check this action out. Double proxy. What was I talking about? What was I just talking about, you guys? He can do the proxy stuff. That's a hatch first from Reynor. He doesn't have a pool even coming down yet. Let's see if he can catch a glimpse of this with his slow overlords. Let's play the game. Let's play the can my overlords find the proxies? The answer is no. Not this one. And probably not this one either, based on the trajectories here. Dude, Reynor's in trouble. Reynor's in a heck of a lot of trouble right now. What? Oh, hang on. Slow down. Slow down. I actually nicked the plus key on my 10 key here with my mouse finger. That's never happened before. All right, man, here we go. Proxy's happening. Slow overlord scouting. Is the slow overlord gonna see this? Nope, absolutely not. Not even close. So far, blind. Reynor is playing blind. He's got a pool coming up. It's about 50% complete here. He's gonna have Marines on his doorstep very, very soon. He's not gonna have any queens available. He might have a couple lings, but oh, in the bunker. Here's the bunker. Does he know about the bunker? Wait! Why did he pull the... Hold your horses. I'm calling shenanigans. How did he do that? What did he glimpse? Okay, that's too soon too. What did he see? He's looking around. He's looking around. He's not seeing anything. There's no blue on his mini-map. Where is it? Oh, there. He just catches a glimpse of the SCVs coming up with the Marines. Okay, man. That was so lucky. That was so lucky from Reynor. He just caught the barest glimpse of those SCVs and Marines coming up. Oh, that's incredible stuff. All right, so he's responding to this. He's going to let this bunker finish. And he's going to get up a spine crawler inside his natural base. Oh, this second bunker be a problem if that one finished, though. I don't know, man. Where are the lings? He's got 10 lings in production. I don't think this bunker is going to be done. I really don't think it's going to be done. Here we go. Zerglings running in. Marines trying to focus those dudes down. You know what? Oh, the SCV gets picked off. Another SCV is here, though. Are you here? Finish it. Finish the bunker. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Holy crap, I think it's going to go down. All right, so the spine crawler done. Queen is here too, but bunker is complete. Oh, trying to actually finish off that spine before it replants here. Maybe get the queen too, but good micro. Keeping everybody alive. And now the spine. Is it in range of that bunker? You bet your bottom dollar it is. Reynor knew exactly where to put that thing. That is a stressful situation too, you guys. You've got a bunker coming up. You need to throw that spine down just in the right space where you can kill it, but it cannot kill you. And it's hard to find it sometimes. He's trying to focus down the natural. You know what? I think he might have enough DPS to actually do this. The lings are going to try to save it, though. That bunker is getting smashed right now. And once that's down, I think the lings should come in and are actually going to save this thing. Yeah, man. All right, so count. Stutter step, stutter step, stutter step. Sure, you're going to kill all of the Zerglings, but the spines are going to burrow at the top of the ramp. And then you're going to be in trouble. And yeah, the spines get at the top of the ramp. The Marines have to go home at this point. And I think the barracks actually look coming this way. Why are they heading this way? It's very weird. It's very weird indeed. All right, man. So good hold by Reynor. Good attempt by uThermal, though. That was intense for just a couple of seconds there. And now that bunker needs to be salvaged, and it is. Barracks coming in for the scout to see what's going on. It is 10 to 9 army supply. But Reynor's up 24 to 19 workers, as you would expect. He's got 2 bases running, 2 bases just now being constructed by uThermal back home. He's got a factory back home, and he's throwing up a starport too. So he's going to go for some Hellion follow-up pressure. And yeah, these spines are just here now, and there's no reason to... I mean, you can't kill them, you can't salvage them. There's really nothing else you can do about them. Just use them for static defense, which is weird. Usually we don't see Zerg players get spine crawlers at all. Ever. But in these situations, it's necessary, and now they're here. So they should help against Hellion harassment too, which is kind of nice, as that's what uThermal is going for. Barrack scouts in. Is there a quick lair? No. Is there double gas? No. Is there a Roach Warren? No. So no counterattack coming from Reynor here. If he did, it'd just be with Lings, which is not... It's not going to work. Oh, these queens get caught out, though. One queen down, and the other queen running for her little life. She does manage to escape. She gets on creep, which is her salvation for sure. This barracks, man. Checking saturation on the natural. Just counting back and forth here from uThermal. I like it. Just casual. Getting a barracks up back home. Got a medevac too. Hellions are out, man. 4 Hellions here. Barracks heading back home for uThermal. This one is just sacrificial. It's going to die eventually, but... I mean, it takes a lot of shots from a queen to kill a barracks, as we can see here. It is on fire and still flying just fine. It is a trait held by all StarCraft units. No matter how damaged you are, you still do whatever you can do at 100%. You never lose effectiveness, no matter how injured you are. And I've always thought that would be interesting to play. Be interesting if the more injured a unit was, like the slower it was, or the less damage it did on attacks. I kind of would like it. All right, so Ling counterattack attempting here, but we got Marines and 3 Hellions. Another Hellion in production. That's not going to work. You don't have enough speedlings for that at all. Overlord scouting in is going to see... All right, so one factory does scout the starport with the tech lab, and it's researching, so that's probably going to be cloaked banshee. Meanwhile, Hellions rolling in to... Oh, hang on. They're injured, but that's a lot. Oh, those drones almost came in there. Those drones almost walked right up to this mineral patch and all died, but good control by Reynor, keeping them alive. Hellions all die. 6 drones did get killed. Third base under construction here by Reynor. Where did the spines go? He didn't... Hold your horse. Oh, they're here. I was like, there's no way that uThermal killed those spines. They're just not. Lings cruising in. Too many Marines, too many Hellions. It's good defense here from uThermal. Just knowing exactly how much you need to defend is a hard thing. It's kind of the difficulty here for Terran, at least until you wall off, and then really it's not as difficult. But, yeah, Hellion trying to poke on in here and getting poked in turn by the spine crawlers. So third base is done. It is 39 to 36 workers. We got additional factories, man. We got factory here from uThermal doing some work, man. He's going to mech this thing. As I said, he's capable of meching. He's capable of doing all the things that Terrans can. Where is the Banshee? Here it is. Banshee here, and there's the cloak. So staying out of range of the spore crawler here. No big deal. No problems. Maybe we can kill... Oh, hang on. We can get a couple drones while the transfer is happening. It doesn't make any sense lore-wise that a spore crawler can't detect while it's uprooted, but for gameplay purposes, it makes a lot of sense. Once again, the lost mining time here by Reynor is kind of a lot. Kind of losing a lot of that stuff. Natural base. Gonna lose another drone. So uThermal is playing the game pretty well of you need to kill a lot of workers in the early game in order to be in it here in a TVZ. He's killed 10, which is nice. Honestly, some shots off on that lair would not do him too poorly either. Whoa! 3 queens found our Banshee, and she's dead. Okay, oh, that's fantastic. Mag Field Accelerator. We're gonna get Cyclones, boys. Cyclones! Cyclones and Blue Flame in a TVZ. All right, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. This is not your standard TVZ. This is not your grandpa's TVZ. This is Mech attempts out of uThermal in a patch where Mech is not considered that great against Zerg. It's really not. More Hellions roasting here at the third base, getting chased away by a bunch of roaches from Reynor. Reynor, Scott, how many roaches? Let's find out. Roach count is 12. He's making 3 more. He's getting glial reconstitution. Zerglings trying to run in for the scout. They're not going to see much, but the third base is done for uThermal, and happily mining's calling down mules on it. Reynor needs a 4th base or he needs to attack. Those are the options here right now. Now, attacking would not be a terrible idea, just because it takes a while for Mech to ramp up. It takes a while to get up that big Mech ball that's so scary and so hard to deal with. At least in previous patches, it's not actually as scary now. Cyclones are, I don't know, Cyclone mid-game isn't as good, as it turns out. They've lost a lot of health as part of the problem here. I think that's most of the problem here, is they have fewer hit points than they used to. But here's your 4th base. Fourth base by Reynor, spreading creep out to meet it here too, connecting all of his bases by the creep. Got the roaches ready to rock. I don't know about this, man. If you get a Hellbat transformation, And you do get the Hellbat transformation with Banshees and with Cyclones and a couple of Hellions just for good measure. There's your transformation. All right, so we're going to go ahead and lock on those eggs. Wow, he just killed a couple of eggs that were coming in. And then just blue flaming it all over the place here. It doesn't do as much damage against these Roaches as it turns out. The Link's trying to come on the backside and just getting rocked with the Roaches. There are enough. I think there are enough here. The Queen's picking the Banshees out of the sky too. That said, man, taking a lot of Roach, a lot of Ling with these dudes, and the Hellbats are out. So great job. The Roach count was high enough for Reynor there. That's something I struggle with in my own experience on ladder is these Hellbat attacks show up and it's like, didn't have enough Roaches, now everything's dead. Or I made Banelings, but the split was really good and didn't have speed yet, and now I'm dead. Hellbats are great, but Reynor managing to hold it pretty well there. So fourth base is about done. Going to pop quite nicely. Roach counterattack getting shut down by the presence of a Banshee. That's exactly what Liquid Thermal needs here. He needs to slow down and halt these counterattacks from Reynor so he can get up the production that he needs, get the upgrades that he needs to. Hellions need to keep dive bombing on in. We've seen this time and time again, guys. Meching Terran players, they use Hellions to dive in and kill drones. Slow down the Zerg economy because there's no other way to do it. They're not dropping like Bio does. They're not pushing in two directions at once like Bio can. At the 10-minute mark, they're slower. They're ponderous. But they hit like a truck. And that's the difference here. That's your trade-off. Actually getting Hyperflight Rotors is uThermal for his Banshees, making them zippy. They are so fast. They're faster than Overseers with speed. So if you have Cloak, you can outrun the Overseers, and Mutas cannot see you. They can catch you, but they can't see you. It's really a great upgrade. Working on +1 vehicle plating, vehicle and ship plating. That is a 4th command center under construction by uThermal 2. He's got Hellions. He's got Cyclones. They do have that upgrade. You can tell because of the lasers coming out of their fronts. And that's a lot of Roach Hydra, man. Roach Hydra, 1 Ravager. Prosabile landing a little bit, catching maybe something there. Clearing out some creep and maybe focusing on some of these drones. There we go, 4 drones getting killed. It hasn't been like a drone massacre today, but it's been pretty good for uThermal. He's killed 19 workers in the first 11 minutes, which is pretty nice. Once again, lock-on ability on Roaches. That bonus versus armored, which Roaches are, is disgusting. 800 damage over the course of a lock-on versus things like Roaches and Stalkers and Immortals. Is he actually going to get this hatch? Dude, that lock-on is so good, and he can pull away and still get it. That ability is insanely good, you guys. It's insanely great. All right, so pulling back, sniped the 4th base, didn't hardly lose anything. Did uThermal, good job by him. Additional upgrades, getting some tanks in here, tanks to deal with the Roach Ravager. Hydra is it's pretty necessary. It really is. You need the tanks to just crush from distance. You need them to have upgrades. You need the Ravager count not to be too high because Ravagers can really take care of tanks in siege mode, as there are no tank evacs to pick them up anymore. That was really good for Terran. That one patch where that was the thing, I think it persisted for 1 patch. The tank evac, the ability to pick up tanks in siege mode, because it was just so powerful. Oh, the Banshee hit squad is here. Dude, this replacement 4th base is gonna die. There's no saving it. Look at him just being very careful with it. Forces the cancel, and then zoom. Hyperflight rotoring, and they have like flames coming out of their backs when they have the Hyperflight rotors. I think that's what that is anyway. Oh, is that enough Hydra? Look at these Banshees. They're like, I don't know. And the Hydras are like, I don't know. 5th base coming up for Reynor here. There is an attack trying to sneak. Oh, to snipe this thing too. uThermal's playing harassing mech style, you guys. What is going on? Can he get another one? No, he just kills the hatch entirely. And he forces cancel on the 5th too. Dude, Reynor's on 3 bases to a 4 basing uThermal right now. This kid is in trouble. Run from the Vipers. You can do it. You can run from the Vipers. It is 199 to 193 supply. Army supply 121 to 120. But the problem is we're oversaturated Reynor on all of his bases because he's mining out of all of his bases. He needs a new source of income. He needs new stuff. Another huge attack. Parasitic bomb. Lock on. Abduct. All over the place right now. Where are the tanks? I don't know if there are any, but dude, the lock-on's amazing. The basic attack of Cyclones is really good versus Roach 2. The Banshees are still alive. We're chasing Reynor away right now. It is actually looking really bad for the Zerg player. Tank does manage to set up to get in siege mode, you idiot. Siege mode, right, just right here, right in this general vicinity. Lock on. Oh, our spine crawlers are dead. Is he gonna get that hatch too? Just desperately throwing units here, using Abduct on the Banshees to kill them. They're a big problem. Tank is in siege mode. Gonna get focused on by some Roaches and some Hydralisks. Cyclones forced to retreat here. Can you lock onto that hatch before you go? No. Nope, nope, nope. Too many Roaches, too many Hydras. They're on creep. They're very, very fast, but 12 more drones go down. So that is a total of 35 workers killed by uThermal in this game. It is a worker supply of 73 to 65 in favor of uThermal. These are... Man, this is working so well for him. He's got a 5th base coming up, too. I don't think I've seen Mech win in this patch. Well, I mean, or the last patch, because the new patch is fairly new, in fairness. But I mean, even in the last patch, I don't think I've seen Mech win a TBZ, or even a TBP, for that matter. Okay, abducts here on the Cyclones. I don't know if that's really worth it, but just keeping the Cyclone ball count lower is a good thing here for Reynor. So he's got his 4th base back. His 5th base is also done, but guess who's here? The Banshee Hit Squad. They have upgrades. Let's see. Upgrades. No flyer attacks at all. Working on it. Working on ship weapons. There we go. 7 seconds from completing. Thank you, WCS Game Heart Interface. You are fantastic. Alright, so Reynor lost a couple bases, but they're back now. His worker count is at 70. It's not as good as uThermal's 80, but it is not too shabby. Did he get take another base? Dude! 5th and 6th bases by uThermal. Planetary Fortresses. He's really kept Reynor on his back foot this entire game. Reynor hasn't been able to mount a straight-up attack in what feels like the whole thing. Dude, get it. Get the thing. All right, Cyclones come in and finish off that 5th hatch. Okay, so 5th hatch down. We're down to 4 hatches again by Reynor. uThermal is sitting on 6. He's got 6 bases. Planetary Fortress is up, not bothering with missile turrets because there's really nothing to worry about. There's no mutas. There's no corruptors. You don't have to worry about air right now at all. Lock on, taking down a Viper. Amazing. Essentially, 1 Cyclone for 1 Viper. That's a trade uThermal will make every day. Those Banshees, I don't know what they were trying to do. I guess these ones, they're trying to do this. Dude, that Infestation Pit, if you could kill the Infestation Pit, it'd be pretty good. They're going to get the Roach Warren, which is actually pretty amazing, too. There's no way. Are they going to actually snipe this thing? The attack at the front is distracting, and the Roach Warren does go down. Meanwhile, down here at the 4th base, another huge engagement going on. Lock-ons against the Roaches, just blasting them to pieces. More lock-on, more blue flame, more abductings. This is the most abducting I've seen in a game in months and months, you guys. Maybe ever right now. And Reynor just with his Roach Hydra army able to push this thing back. It's 167 and 166 supply. This might get an epic tag, you guys. Just how consistently amazing this game has been. Alright, so 5th base is gone. Taking the 5th base on the right side is Reynor. Perhaps it's easier to defend if it's close to the 4th is what he's thinking, but also easier for uThermal to attack. If he can get this and then just push on through to the 4th, it's pretty good. Army supply 132 to 190, but that's a lot of Roach from Reynor. He did lose his Roach Warren, mind you. He's replanting it now, and there it is. But he was forced to make Hydras in the meantime. Hydra's actually not bad. Dude, that 4th base is dead. uThermal saw the 4th and killed it. More abduct happening. You know what'd be pretty decent here is an anti-armor missile or 2. I just feel like maybe some Ravens from uThermal would not be amiss. Anti-armor this clump, and then suddenly they die so much faster. So much faster. But uThermal's been left entirely alone, you guys. He's got a 7th base. He's working on a 7th base here on Cerulean Fall. If I had to put my money on someone right now, it would be on uThermal. He's not even doing this with tanks, you guys. This is a Cyclone Hellbat Hellion Banshee style, which is kind of insane. All right, well, Banshee is rolling. You got 3 Hydras defending your 3rd base. Congratulations. No, it's not enough. Oh, is he waiting? He's waiting for the army to respond. Dude, that hatchery's going to go down. +1 Banshee's pretty good. Hatch dead. 3rd hatch down. How many hatcheries have been killed here? This has been killed twice. This has been canceled and killed. This has been killed. This has been killed. It's uThermal's expanding again. This is my worst nightmare as a Zerg player, is just getting absolutely harassed to death by a Terran, and they're expanding a million times behind it. Just everywhere. Look, it's expanding the bottom right-hand corner too. All right, so this planetary fortress might die, although repair is amazing. Repair is really great. Yeah, blinding cloud on the planetary fortress, focusing down, but the repair is still happening. Blinding cloud is done. The planetary fortress is gone. But I think that was a lot of dead Roaches and Hydras. 6 SCVs have been killed there, so big victory for Reynor. He needed that desperately. What are the upgrades on his missile attacks? He's got +3 missile attack and +2 ground armor. Smart servos coming in for uThermal to allow his units to transform more quickly. Some of them they can transform, including Hellbats, which is hilarious. And I believe is Vikings one. I think Vikings is one. I need to actually memorize that whole list. We just don't see it a lot. Okay, uThermal gonna lose his 6th base now. All right, so the 5th and 6th bases, or the 4th and 6th bases have been killed. We still have these ones around the periphery that uThermal is okay with. Did he? Oh, the Banshee hit squad. The Banshee hit squad is the MVP of this match, you guys. Look at him cloak in response to the fact that there are maybe Hydras coming. Oh, there are Hydras coming, but lost the Banshee. One of the Banshee sisters is gone, but they are still dead alive. Another attack coming into the 3rd right now. Cyclone dead. That's okay. He can afford to lose a Cyclone at this point. Army supply 85 to 57. Banshees are so fast. Oh, no. He gets the Hive. The Hive goes down. Couple Banshees sacrificed for that one, which is A-okay. Reynor with his huge stinking army. 132 to 103 right now. He's got to push, and he almost has to win right now. Blue Flame, Cyclones just rocking everything on the ground. Banshee's trying to kill stuff. The Hydras are going to have something to say about that. That's for sure. But that lock-on from distance does 800 damage. It doesn't even matter. All these things will die. All of these things will die with one lock-on. Half a lock-on will kill all of these things. Although the bonus only applies to armored. How much does lock-on do to non-armored? It does stuff. Banshee is taking down an extractor here and there. uThermal's APM has been 300. Reynor's sitting at 700 something. Mind you, is he going to get this hatch? Dude, the response time needs to be good because otherwise your hatch is gone. Hey, look, your hatch is gone. As a Zerg player, this hurts my heart, but oh my gosh, uThermal is playing so well right now. This is, I mean, crikey, what a amazing, amazing, amazing game this is. All right, Ravagers on the way. Reynor's army is still 130 to 109. He's pushing. He needs to make something happen. The problem is the income is 2,000 to 900. The income is doubled up for uThermal right now in every sense. Sure, you might take down this planetary fortress. What's it going to cost you? A couple Hydras and some Roaches. That's fine. uThermal has a million bases elsewhere. The Abducts will break that lock-on, it turns out. uThermal happily mining in some places I don't think Reynor knows exists. He doesn't know about this or this or this. Okay, that one's dead. Or this or this, but he can assume. I think he can assume at this point that's what's happening. The army retreating from the lock-on. Ravagers aren't armored, so they're not taking that huge lock-on damage, which is why I think he changed most of his Roaches into Ravagers, was for that very reason. His Roaches were not trading well at all. Resources lost, 37,000 for uThermal, 35,000 for Reynor, but so many hatcheries gone. So many drones killed. 49 drones killed. You can almost look at the workers lost tabs in ZVTs and determine who won the game based on that. I don't think I've ever seen a ZVT where the Terran player killed 49 workers, lost 9, and lost. So again, my money here is on uThermal. Is he gonna get this hatch again? No, he's not. Too many Ravagers. But injuring it's good. Injuring it's real good. Dude, Reynor hasn't tried to expand in what feels like 5 minutes. And in Legacy of the Void, that's insane. He's gonna get this hatch too. This one queen. Oh, the Overseer shows up, and that means that the Hydras are coming in, so it's time to go. One Banshee picked off. Cyclone's getting, roasting up some more drones. Using lock-on on drones is not a good use, but hey man, killing workers is real, real nice. Cyclone's just being patient, and every time you come in... Oh, now where's the anti-air? Oh, there's no anti-air. This Ravager ball is going to get wrecked by these Banshees. More drones getting killed. I don't know where the Hydras are showing up here. It is 86 to 68 army supply. uThermal is up big time right now, ladies and gents. Lock on, lock on, lock on. That's all this game has been. It's just been incredible amounts of lock on from the Cyclones, from uThermal. And that is your good game. uThermal wins this thing in 23 minutes and 21 seconds. I came into this game expecting to probably see a Reynor win. Ligulac says Reynor's better. Zerg is better in this expansion, in this patch than Terran is. But you know what? No. uThermal said, I'm going to use the new Cyclone. I'm going to use Hyperfly Rotor Banshees. And maybe some Hellions with Blue Flame. And I'm going to take down one of the most young, talented, up-and-coming Zerg players, StarCraft2 players on planet Earth right now. We're just going to beat him with this really weird strategy. What the what? What? And I mean, the trick here is, what do you do if you're Reynor? You can't beat it with Ultras because they're armored and they will get torn apart by lock-on. Can't go Broodlords for the same reason. Also armored. Lock-on will destroy them from distance. Maybe like mass Ling Baneling. I almost feel like that might work. You get a surround with the Lings. You bring the Banelings in. Maybe some Fungals would be nice too. Some Infestors sneaking around the edges there. Wipe out the Cyclone group and then just counterattack from there. But again, then you have the problem of Lings trying to take down planetary fortresses, which is not an easy task at all. But maybe just for wiping out the army. A lot of upgraded Zerglings. Zerglings do trade well with Cyclones. Lock-on is a waste of time on them for sure. They don't do bonus damage versus them with a regular attack. And then Banelings do pretty well against Cyclones. Again, they don't have a lot of HP. And especially if they're stacked up like this, splash damage can help. So maybe like a Ling, Baneling, Infestor play with like a group of Mutas just flying around sniping bases. I think there's enough supply for that. I don't know. I'd be interested to see how somebody figures out how to stop this. Because obviously it's stoppable because we are not seeing it. We're not seeing this play anywhere else in Home Story Cup. And the Terran players who made it to the final rounds did not play this way. So it can't be overpowered, right? It can't just be completely unstoppable. Great stuff, uThermal. I am just super impressed by you. Losses here, 41,000 each. uThermal lost a little bit more, but man, let's look at that drone's loss. Remember what I said? This thing right here tells the whole story. 57 workers killed by the Terran, and he lost 9. That's almost all you have to say. You tell somebody, yeah, I watched a ZVT, the Terran killed 60 workers and lost 9 of them against a Zerg, and the other person's like, yep, Terran won that thing. And yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Units killed 349. 349 units killed by uThermal. Just amazing. All right. Well, that's getting an epic tag for sure. And I hope you have enjoyed watching it. But that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.